But this is why I don't understand the spirit thing. I don't, you know, where's he been for the? Where's he been for the year?
Are we ever going to understand it?
What are you saying? All this is for nothing? I get no sleep for nothing?
You know when you say you'd love to know, I'd love to know all the answers, but then is that maybe there's things that we shouldn't know at this present time, possibly, that we're not meant to find out yet? Just a thought.
No, but I agree. I think there are things we're not supposed to know, and I don't think we ever will. I mean, joking aside, we are on a quest that I don't think we'll ever find the truth. What we will do is we will be able to have more of an educated opinion on what we do. The more we do it, I don't think we'll ever have a satisfactory answer to everyone else. You'll have satisfactory answers to yourself, because this is going back to that. I know we spoke before about any paranormal happening. It's a personal thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It will make you believe, and it's down to you to say, right, what happened? I mean, you're saying about the guy that you saw behind you. At the time, you think, I've just seen something. And then in the morning, because personally you want to go really deep into it, you start questioning what you've seen. And you question it more as you go. And sometimes that can fade. With others, they won't question it.
Yeah. Well, in fact, I look back at the night and I did, it's like I looked in his eyes like I was looking at you, and he stared at me, and I jumped, you know what I mean? Because even if it was just in broad daylight and it actually was a person, it would have scared me anyway, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I just can't say it. I can't say I saw somebody.
See, that though, if you've actually seen something and it stared back at you, that is some sort of interaction. So that's not a ghost, that's got to be some sort of spirit.
That happened to me last year. Yeah, because I was working on an event. It was at this pub, and I had a group of guests, and basically this guy was stood right next to me, as you know, as almost to say, do you know what I'm doing? And you know when you said about you look and you see, you sort of take a snapshot of what they look like, everything. It was only about 21, really tall, and looked like he'd come out of a well-known named shop window.
Sorry, that
was really loud. But yes, he was very dapper.
What shop window?
River Island.
River Island? Oh, it could have been any other.
But I just remember this.
High street.
A brown V-neck jumper with a white shirt and everything. And I saw him, and he was like looking at me. And then I just said, I'll be with you in a sec there. And then he'd gone. Literally.
Oh, so you actually thought he was standing there?
I thought he was somebody that who was going to ask me a question. Literally.
So what my head did to me is I saw, because there was a cupboard like that, and there was a suitcase on top of the cupboard. The handle was down. I know I'm really stretching this, but I looked in the cupboard, and with the suitcase was about the same height as what I thought I saw. So maybe the handle I thought were eyes, and that's what I stared at. But just with the shadows off the camera and an instant seeing something, I just went, and then thought I saw it. Because my brain, I think, wants to see a ghost.
Did your ghost look like that?
That's it.
Does he look like that? Is that him? Was it? Does that scare you now? Does that take you back there?
I'm terrified, Carl.
Does it?
Put it away. No. Why won't the voices stop?
If I always this voice would stop. But this is one of the things is, and this is a strange thing. You almost go to a point where although we are desperately trying to see something from the other side, we're desperately trying to prove there is some sort of, or have some understanding of this other world. When you do have something, like you said, you looked into its eyes.
I'm sure it is.
And yet, you're trying your hardest to rationalise it so much that you go, well, hang on, which is a good thing. You have to do it. I mean, there's a suitcase on the top, and it may have been that because, I mean, joking aside, if you do, a smiley face and as a quick look, your mind can actually fill in the blanks fairly quickly.
That's something,
but I just don't think it was.
Well, why couldn't he have just stayed there a bit longer? Why couldn't he have just been there a split second, me jump?
Because the doorway was closing.
Oh, that's...
Or the taxi was on its way off. I don't know. Maybe
it's always in hindsight, though, isn't it, when you question everything.
Well, maybe my reaction. I jumped. Maybe thought, forget you then. I don't know.
But in the spirit world, he could be actually talking to someone else saying, "You won't believe what happened."
I know,
I was standing in front of this big cupboard with a suitcase on the top, and this bloke looked. I don't know if he's looking at me or the suitcase. I'm not quite sure, but he just vanished.
I think I've seen a ghost. He had this weird shiny thing in his hand.
Was it a crystal ball?
Yeah. Have you ever seen anything solid? I'm not talking about ghosts. I mean, obviously, you've seen things that are solid. I mean, this is solid, needs a solid. But I'm talking about a ghost.
No, I did, like, so then woke up and I thought I was being burgled.
Oh, of course,
But
yeah.
again, you know, God, I couldn't even go to sleep, so I was lying there, like I say, you trying to rationalise it, what, you know, wasn't really awake, or because the stereo was on, so it lit the room up. Again, was it shadows, or? But I remember seeing the make of the clothes. I remember everything. You know what I mean? And it's like, did I, like I said, fill the blanks in, or? But I weren't thinking of ghosts. I think I was awake, but you know, again, you rationalise it, don't you? And sometimes people say, yeah, well, if you're thinking about it, or you've been watching something, or you're half asleep, or whatever, you know. But I wasn't thinking of ghosts at all. You know, I was on my own. The little boy was next door. Dad asleep. Just woke up and thought I was being burgled.
Because that's I mean, obviously, you know, the sceptics of that would say it was either hypnagogic or hypnopompic. But
well, that's it, yeah.
but and this is the one of the. I mean, that's an easy out for a skeptic. I mean, there's a point with yours. They could even say, well, you know, were you tired? You know, were you emotionally drained? Were you physically drained?
We had plenty of things. See, what actually got me into this, into what we're doing now, was when I moved in with Natasha and Samantha. And
well, you moved in when there's got to be something else.
Yeah, there's got to be more to life than this. It must go on when I'm dead.
Please let there be another life, not just this one.
No, it just loads of bizarre things happen. I'd never thought about it. We'd be sat in the front room, and I'd literally a ball of light just go poof in the middle of the room. Like,
what was that? We it all the time, didn't we?
But once you thought I'd got in bed with you.
I just got in bed and I lied there and he thought. And he come in, walked on bed, got in bed when I thought, I'll just go for a quick tinkle. And I went to top of the stairs, but he's left out lights on, a typical man, you know what I mean, can't turn lights off. Went down, he's still there.
Do you know what? Can I just put a thing, a typical man? Thank you. See, do you know, in our house, it's me that runs around town with all the lights off. I came down this morning, the drawers were open, the gates were open where the dogs could get into the front room. Not good, not good. It's me that turns the light off.
Oh, right.
Did a ghost do it?
No, God.
Maybe a bit also that. Ghost.
No, but that's quite a common occurrence, people thinking something's getting into bed with them. And
we slept with light on him for 6 months. I mean, like I said, I was in the kitchen and the strobe light got on, so I left a lamp in the corner. And it was only me in the house, my son was asleep. And something very tall walked in front of the lamp. And I had my back to it and I thought, just carried on what I was doing. And it happened again. And it was like, so I was in the house and my son wouldn't have been big enough because the lamp was like on the sideboard. And it's stuff that went on in the house was unbelievable. I mean, I'd love to go back now.
How old is that? How old is that?
It wasn't a very old house.
It was built in the 60s, 1964. There was like
but it built, didn't it? It built and built and built throughout. It culminated in one night where I was upstairs in bed and we could hear bangs and downstairs. I'm thinking, I did the cliche, get a bat coming down the stairs, and the light actually switched off as I was coming down the stairs. I thought, there's someone in here. Bang through the kitchen door, switched the light on like that, and we had the dog, and we used to keep her in a cage when she was young so she didn't poo everywhere. And literally, she just sat there over his back, and the whole cage was shaking like that. And I mean, I swear I saw that. I opened it, grabbed the dog and legged it upstairs. I want to go back downstairs.
Still sleeps with us now.
And that's what fueled it.
What kind of dog is it?
Cavalier
King Charles.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
But it was, you walked into the house and it itched you, you know, you walk into a building, it just itched you, done it like a brick wall, like just the atmosphere, and it was horrendous. That's when we moved out. And now we won't go back.
Well, so I'm going to come back in just a second. Sorry to finish there for a couple of minutes. Please join us shortly. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.